Okay, rightio, getting ready to make the mince pie. Righty, I'm going to roll out the pastry for the mince pies. I have only got bought in pastry. Two reasons. A big one being that one of the people that will eat the mince pies can't have dairy. So the pastry that I find most readily available is made with margarine and stuff like that, which I wouldn't normally enjoy eating, although it is only sort of like once a year. But yeah, so that's one reason I bought it. And the second reason is then that means I don't have to also make pastry. So yeah, so I'm just going to use this. I'm going to roll it out, and I'm going to shape the little discs with this roundy cup. And yeah, so you can watch me. I'll speed up and put music and stuff. So yeah, I don't know if you can see this, but I think I'm going to stick a podcast on while I'm doing this. I do like oh, I'll pause this because I'm talking. Stitches and Jacks is I just came across her podcast. She's over in England, and she has 5 Jack Russells. I love Jack Russells. Her and her husband have 5 Jack Russells. Um, yeah, they're a great breed of dog. Anyway, yeah, so I'm finding her podcast quite enjoyable. Well, I say her podcast. I haven't actually watched. I have to go back and watch the podcasts. I've just come across her Vlogmas, and this is number 3 because she puts them all together. So it's several days in one. She has this wallpaper in her kitchen that's an old map of London. I think that's really cool. I love London so much. I really love London. It could be now. It could be my favorite city. It's definitely tied with Glasgow for my favorite city. They're both different, and I both love them for different reasons. But anyway, this is not a travel podcast. I used to do travel writing. Yeah, I had an online presence with travel writing, which is probably why I've gone off social media, because I had to do it so much for that time in my life. I did it for about 5 or 6 years, and it was brilliant. But I just kind of burnt out of it, and different health things happened. Anyways, this isn't a travel podcast. So I'm going to have this on while I'm baking. Yeah, but I'm going to be doing a time speed up, so you're not going to get to watch it. I'm sorry. A segue for a little bit of yarn. This was yesterday, the 11th, from Giddy Aunt Yarns, my advent count. Look at this, and this is today. Now, these colors are not showing up true. No, they aren't at all. This is a teal. These colors that look sort of like a royal or almost an electric blue are actually like a teal green, you know, that's like on the duck, teal ducks. This is very interesting. So we're kind of segueing now from these sort of, you know, pinks and browns into some blue. So I'm really excited to see what happens. Yes, but I just wanted to show you, I'll sit here for a moment and show you my sock yarns for Christmas. I wanted to learn to knit socks, and you know, that's a good way to motivate when you have exciting yarns. So this is from the Fairy Realm yarns. You guys know I love Fairy Realm yarns. And this is a fingering sock set called Wassail. I think I'm saying that right. Wassail. Yeah. It's one of those words you read more than you hear. At least for me. Anyways. So I'm very excited about that. And then I also got a Christmas cast-on set from Giddy Aunt Yarns, because y'all know I love me some Giddy Aunt Yarns as well. Now I sound like Chevy Rell. I love me something. Which I grew up in the U.S. Let me just turn this around. So I grew up in the U.S. I've lived the majority, probably, well, yeah, for sure, the majority of my adult life in Ireland. But I did grow up in the States. So you will hear my speech peppered back and forth with, yeah, different phrases and words anyways. But, so, yes. And a nice, really nice commenter, I think her name was Sue, said, that she would like to know more about. If you have any questions for me or for Tom, we will do a little question and answer session. If you have any questions for me or for Tom, put them down below and maybe we will be able to answer them. Okay, let me just show you the second yarn. So this is another one from the Giddy Aunt Yarns that I ordered, and it's called Smiling's My Favorite. Oh, and Elf. There are so many wonderful moments in that film. I love that film. And this is a gold sparkle sock base. Oh, look at that. So very, very lovely. So it's, I'm probably going to cast this on at Christmas cast on. If I get my wiggle on and finish my other sock, which, anyways, I suppose I could have two socks cast on at once. No, I probably could not, because I only have probably one of those sizes of needles. Anyway, yeah. But it's a good complaint to have, really, isn't it? That I have many things that I would love to cast on because I have such beautiful yarns. Oh my goodness, look, the mince pies are out of the oven. Seems to be too much mince and not enough pie. And they kind of look like... They look like cat butts. I have cat butt pies. Oh, God. Oh, and they're too hot to taste, but hopefully they taste good. Maybe. Oh. Yeah, don't put a single slit in your mince pie because it looks like cat butt. Maybe I'll put some icing on it to cover it up. Some suggestions in the comments below of how to rescue the mince pies so they don't look so disgusting. Maybe I'll just eat them blindfolded. This was only the test batch anyway. Thank goodness. All right. Happy holidays, everybody. Talk to you next time. Ho, ho, ho. Merry Christmas. Happy holidays.